Welcome back, my little crowbotlet friends. Check this out. We're playing against somebody we all know and love. I got first blood. This is Tink's recording. So we're playing in T1. We're playing on a squad. We've got a full squad. And we're about to have our party crashed by a dude in the Ronin. And there's another dude somewhere that's going to be in a fuck along or whatever the hell those things are called. And I'm going to title this video, "The Worst Robot Warfare Player I've Ever Met." Because it truly is the very worst of all the robot warfare players I've ever seen in this game. And you're going to get to watch him kick our asses. But look at the bots that are being dropped in here. We're in Hercules. This guy's in a Gepard. There's two Hercules sitting over there. I'm actually running both of them. I've got two accounts in here. And one of them was doing nothing while the other one was off doing stuff. I'm not sure quite why I was doing that. It wasn't anything nefarious. I just happened to have two accounts logged in on the same thing. And I was just kind of playing them both a little bit. Both of them running Hercules. So player 3FB4T is actually Jellyfish, in case nobody knew. Jellyfish has a hanger that should be in at least bare minimum level 3. He should be playing tier 3. In tier 3 we can beat him. In tier 3 he's got competition. But he likes to come down to tier 2 and tier 1 because nobody can beat him down here and he wins every match. And when you win every match, you feel good. I get that. Everybody wants to feel good, right? But Jellyfish, look at this guy. He's back here tearing us up in his Ronin. And that's the robot that he was bringing in to be nice. So he feels like the only way he can beat us. I'm the only guy in here, that Ronin right there in front of Tink here. That's me. And I'm the only guy in this game that has any premium robots. And all of my premium robots are set for tier 1. And none of them are optimized for tier 1. You'll get to see my Bushi come in shortly. It's got level 5 Wasps on it and a level 7 Hornet. So it's hard to kill things with. Put it that way. Who uses Hornets on a Bushi? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? But that's me, because I like to challenge myself. I put shotguns on that thing, I beat everybody with it. But put some Hornet Wasps on, at least they got a chance. So let's talk some more about the worst player in this game. That's him right there. And he's so bold and brash with his robots because he knows he's got all kinds of big robots to bring in. He's not playing with any sense of skill because he doesn't have to. If we knock him out of this robot, he'll just bring in a Shinobi. It's an invisible robot. Well, you notice all the robots he brings in here are invisible. It's because he can't play. He's the shittiest player in this game. That's a fact. There's just no denying it. You know, there's nothing that Jellyfish could say to make me think he's any kind of a decent player, because he's not. He plays in a tier that's way lower than he should be playing because the people down here don't have any kind of hardware that can defend him against him. And that's why he brings in invisible robots that have really high powerful weapons on. I'd really like to see his hanger, because I have a feeling his hanger is actually overpowered to even let him in these lower tiers. I mean, I can't do jack squat with my Bushi because it's so weak down here. Yet, it seems pretty strong. What you doing there, Tank Man? What you doing there, Jellyfish? Anyway, we can find you. Doesn't matter what name you pick. We know your power. We know your fucking damage rating. And every time you change your name, we find you. And we knew this was you from the moment we were playing your ass. Did we knock you out of another one? Holy hell, did he knock him out of that Bush? I didn't even notice. Is that the same one? It's got to be a different one. No, that's a different player. I didn't realize we had two players in here with Bushis in. So this must be a friend of his then. Somebody else who can't win in level 1 without rolling in a Bushi. So here's the worst player and the second worst player in the game. Anyway. Someone in here's got a DeLong or something, as I'm paying so much attention. Is that his second Bushi or his first, though? I'm not even sure. Look at this, though. He's in a Predator. He's in a Predator fighting a Bushi. You got to be a pretty badass Bushi driver to have a Predator take you on like this. Which one of these players is decent, and which one of these players sucks ass? That's all I'm saying. If you need a Bushi to win at this level, you suck. If you want to be a good player, in my mind, I've already told you what you got to do. But you don't want to do it because you're not a good player. You want to be a good player. You want us to think you're a good player, but there's no way I'm going to think you're a good player if you're playing this way. Now it gets interesting. That's me. That's him. That's me. I'm over here on the other side with Grimly, probably. I think that's Grimly and the Predator. Yep. He's a little badass in this thing, too. But even if you're a little badass in a Predator, sometimes you just can't take out a Bushi. But so far, we're kind of winning. I mean, we're putting up a good fight against this guy. But he is clearly overpowered for where he's playing. And Grim just went down. No, that's Grim. I don't know who that was. Sergeant? It was somebody. Anyway, Grim and I are grabbing flags because that's what you got to do against this butt munch. I really don't like you, Jellyfish. I never really have, to be completely honest with you. I've always tried to kind of get you to play honest, but you won't do it because you suck. You want to be good at this game, but you just aren't. And so you have to do this. And if you want to be good at the game, you got to come in here in a Predator and kick somebody's ass in the Bushi. All right, watch this. It gets real interesting right about here. That's Doho-Moho, and he's distracting him, and I didn't realize he was distracting him. I kind of thought he'd know I was coming up on him. But that's just another mark of a shit-ass player. Look at this. Look at that right there. Right there. Boom! Just took him out with Wasp because I know how to play, and he doesn't. He's so focused on one thing that he wants to take out that he's not paying any attention to anything else that's going on this map. Watch how fast his Shinobi takes out my Bushi. This guy's way OP for this level. He really is. And how are you going to take out a moving target like that with Wasps? It's not the easiest task, is it? But he's not a good player. He's got good equipment. That's it. He's a shit player. You're a shit player, Jellyfish. You suck at this game. You're like the worst player I've ever seen because you rely on this equipment so much. This doesn't make you a good player. It just makes you a player with more hardware than everybody else. And if nobody can beat your hardware, then how's anybody going to beat you? That's all I'm saying. It doesn't take any skill. I thought I had 350 meter whatchamacallits on here, but I didn't. Banshees, which is probably what he's rolling. Anyway, you suck, Jellyfish. You're the worst player in this game. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And we really don't give a shit about you, other than you're down here ruining the fun for everybody else. Go play in Tier 3 where you belong. You might get beat there every once in a while, but, you know, it's an honest level of play. How can you play this way and feel good about yourself? I just don't have a clue. Anyway, that's all there is to it. We're going to go play some. Maybe we'll run into a Jellyfish. Maybe we'll kick his ass. Maybe we won't. It's all good. See you at the beacon. Crowbot out.